Hi yogis, I'm Daphne and welcome to this morning flow. It's to get you energized, grounded, and ready for your day. We're going to start lying on our backs. So lie on down. You can start in any shape that you would like. Sometimes it's nice to bring the soles of the feet as wide as the mat and the knees together. You can also bring the soles of the feet together and your knees open wide, kind of like a reclined butterfly, Supine or Savasana. You can start there and end there. It's kind of nice. So wherever you land, just start by placing your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly and walk the shoulders down the back. And just take a moment to do a scan from head to toe. And just starting to drop into your body, right here, right now. There is nowhere else to be. You are exactly where you need to be, on your mat. And just breathing, expanding the belly into your right hand. And letting that breath travel up the spine into the heart. And exhale, side out the mouth, let it go. Do that again. Breathe into the belly, the chest, right up above the crown of the head. And exhale, sigh it out. One more time. Breathe in, belly, chest, crown of the head. Once you get there, sip in a little more air. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Now keeping the mouth shut, start to turn on your Ujjayi breath, that little constriction at the back of your throat. Just taking a moment to set an intention for your practice today, letting it guide you throughout your day. It can be as simple as staying present with your breath. It can be a word, it can be a mantra. Anything to make this practice a little more sacred, special to you. So we'll seal it by taking a big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Seal your intention into the body. Let it pulsate through every single cell in your body. Sip in a little more air. And open your mouth. You let it go. Release it. Give yourself a big stretch wherever you are, lengthening those legs out in front of you. And exhale, hug your knees gently in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little rock from side to side, massaging the low back, hips, and the shoulders. You can even start to circle through the ankles here. Your right knee is going to stay in towards your chest, and your left leg will go long. That's it. And then open your right knee up by your armpit. Left arm can go wide to a T. And send it up and over, gentle twist. Left hand can go to the outside of the right thigh, open wide, as you drop your right shoulder down the back. Come back through center. Good. And then you're going to float your left knee up behind your right ankle and thread your arms through, figure four. Gently rock it from side to side, side to side. Just notice how those hips are feeling. Send some love and some breath there. And then you're just going to slowly lower your left sole of the foot to the mat, grab onto the outside edge of your right foot, and then you're in a half happy baby. So some of you, this might be a little much, grabbing for the foot. See if you can reach for the ankle as well. Yeah? And if you're good here, stay there. If you're like, I want a little more sensation, I want you to send your left leg long. Keeping your left hand on your hip, pressing that left thigh bone down. Take a breath. On your exhale, start to reach your fingertips towards your left foot, activating the abdominals here and pulling that right foot down so the knee's getting a little closer towards the mat. And then see if you can float that left leg up. I know it feels a little funky, a little weird. It's okay. Embrace it. Then we're gonna switch. Left knee's gonna come in and your right leg's gonna go long. Circle through the ankle. See if you can snuggle those shoulders down the back. I'm gonna open your left knee up by your armpit. Right arm opens wide. Send it up and over. For a twist, you can roll onto the outside of your right hip. Right hand can go to the outside of your left thigh for a little more traction. Keeping those collarbones nice and wide. Gently back through center. Good. So finding your figure four. Floating your right knee up, grabbing onto the back of the shin, or the back of the hamstring. Gently rock it from side to side. Beautiful. I'm going to lower the right foot down and reach for the outside edge of your left foot. Notice if it feels a little different on one side or the other. Maybe it catches, maybe it's a little tighter, a little more constricted. However you are, from one side to the other, just practice non-judgment. And you can slide your right leg long. Breathe in. Exhale. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat as you reach your right fingertips forward as you pull that left foot down. Keeping those SI joints nice and even on the mat. And then float your right leg up. Full happy baby. Just gently sway from side to side. You can bring one heel in, left leg long. Call this static baby. And then when you're ready, you're gonna hug your knees in towards your chest. And then just gently rock and roll forward and back. A couple times, let it feel good. Now when you're ready, cross your ankles, plant your palms, and step it back into tabletop position. Inhale, we'll lower the belly down, look up towards the sky, finding your first cow. Exhale, start to press down to the shins, navel to spine, relax through the neck. Inhale, lower the belly, looking up towards the sky, pressing down through the palms. Exhale, press and round. Good. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Good. Back through center. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Let the hips sway. It's the first down dog of the day. Get all the kinks out. And when you're ready, you're going to start to find some stillness. Find your alignment. Pressing down through all 10 knuckles, wrapping your outer arm bones back, your inner arm bones forward. Feeling the front ribs knit in, the low belly hugs in towards your spine. Sit bones reach up towards the sky, inner thighs wrap back, and heels are disappearing behind your toes. You're gonna glide into your plank, top of a push-up. You're gonna lower your knees down. Keep the knees as wide as your mat, big toes touch, send your hips back, child's pose. Balasana. You're more than welcome to revisit this shape as many times as you need today. Look forward and slide onto the belly, hugging your ankles in. Breathe in for your first baby cobra, gazing down your cheeks, nice long spine. Exhale, lower your third eye to the mat. One more time, press into your toenails, roll the shoulders back, gaze down the cheeks. Exhale, come up and over the knees, tuck your toes, downward 11 dog. Right leg's gonna float up. Bend your knee, open up through the hip, you can circle it out, and circle out through the right hip. Square off, straighten through your right leg, right hip aligns with your left. Bring your right knee to your elbow, and you're gonna lightly step your right foot to the outside of your hands today, and then lower your left knee down. So you can come onto your fingertips. Feel the pelvis get a little closer towards the floor as you roll the chest up for a modified lizard lunge. And then shift your hips back for a crooked Ardha Hanumanasana. Might feel a little funky. You're just gonna do that one more time. Inhale, rebend. looking up. Exhale, shift it back. Good. Inhale, rebend. Plant your left palm down. Tuck your back toes, reach your right arm up. Take a nice wide twist today. Let yourself lean back. And then sweep your right arm overhead, plant your palm down and step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats up. Bend your left knee, open up through your hip. Circle it out, explore. And when you're ready, square off. Flare the toes. Drop your left hip in line with your right. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Step your left foot to the outside of your hands. Lower your right knee, gently come onto your fingertips. And then start to lower the pelvis down as you look up towards the sky. Feeling this little wrap of your left hip towards your right foot. You're gonna dock the hips back and move it into your crooked Ardha Hanumanasana. Ardha Hanumanasana. Try saying that 10 times fast. Rebend. Inhale. Exhale, shift it back. Good. Rebend through your left knee. Plant your right palm. Tuck your back toes. Give me a nice wide twist as you open up through the chest and open up through your wings. Release your left hand down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Lower knees, chest, chin. Shtanga Namaskar. Lengthen the legs. Roll the chest open. You can take a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg floats up. Bend your right knee, open up through your hip. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Lightly step the foot outside of your hands. Keep your back toes tucked. Left leg lifted. Lower the pelvis down, look up. Give me a big hamstring stretch. That left heel might spin to the floor, it might not. Wrap your right hip, flex your right toes, and bow forward. Rebend through the right knee. Back heel lifts. You're gonna reach your right arm up towards the sky. And now look to the top of the mat and you're gonna step your left knee behind your right for a cosmic curtsy. Arms reach back like wings. Now step your left foot nice and wide. Take a high prayer. And on the exhale, slowly you're gonna start to melt into Malasana. Yogi squat. Lift the chest. Plant your palms, lift your hips up. You're gonna step your right foot back into your lizard lunge on the left side and downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll into the tops of the feet. Splash your heart open. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, open your hip. Left knee, left elbow. You step the foot to the outside of your hands. Back toes stay tucked. Come onto your fingertips. Lower the pelvis down, look up. Exhale, spin the back heel towards the earth. Flex your left toes and bow over that left thigh. Rebend and find your twist. Left arm reaches up. Good, now look to the top of the mat. Right knee will go behind your left. Arms reach back like wings. Your cosmic curtsy, or oh my goddess, whatever you want to call it. Step your left foot wide, high prayer. And then like you're a parachute, you're gonna slowly just start to melt it into your Malasana. Inhale, lifts the chest. Plant your palms, lift your hips up. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, down dog. Good. So you're gonna come high to the balls of the feet. You're gonna bend your knees, look forward, hop your feet to the outsides of your hands and land in Malasana. Inhale, hands to prayer. Release your hands down, pick up the hips, wander your feet. Hips width distance apart. Inhale for length. Exhale and fold. Press down, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back, arms reach up, and toss in a chair. Then those frontal hip points move up towards your low ribs. Feeling that little burn in the legs. Give yourself one more round of breath. And then from there, sweep your arms back, interlace your hands, and give yourself a little shoulder stretch. So try to bring your palms together to touch, little micro bend in the elbows to protect your shoulders. And then when you're ready, release your hands to the mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, plant your palms, step, hop, float, lower through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Right leg will sweep up. You're gonna step your right foot in between your hands this time. Spin your back heel down and rise up for warrior two right away. Settling in, lengthening the tail, reaching through the fingertips. Good, straighten through your right leg, take a high plank. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. So find a little dance, a little bit of rhythm. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, rebend. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Tip it back as you drop down through the right thigh. Good. Cartwheel the hands down, frame your foot. You can move it through. Three-legged chaturanga. Now we'll meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up. Step your left foot in between your hands. Back heel spins down, rise up. Warrior two. Taking up as much space as you can, reaching through the fingertips. Pressing down to the outside edge of your right foot, firing up your inner right thigh. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior, tip it back. Breathe down the left side waist. Cartwheel the hands, frame your foot, and move it through your vinyasa. One more round, right leg up. Step the foot in between your hands. Back heel spins down, rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, breathe in for a reverse triangle. And now dock your left hip back, reach to the right fingertips, get nice and long through the right side waist. Your right hand can go to the shin. And then reach up to the left fingertips. Good, so expand. Go all four corners. Sweep your left arm overhead, keep moving the ribs in. Good, rise all the way up for peace. Cartwheel your left hand down, right underneath the shoulder, back heel lifts. You can move it into a side plank, Savasana, stacking your feet, lifting your hips. Give me a wild thing. Good, now you're gonna step your right foot back to the top of the mat using your belly. Now reach your right arm forward and then you're in Ardha Chandrasana. We just opened up this right hamstring in our triangle, so we're ready for it. Maybe start to float those right fingertips off the mat. Good, get out of it. Give me a cosmic curtsy at a snap. Maybe you fall over. Inhale back into your chair. Right knee goes behind your left, give it a little snap. Inhale back into your chair and swan dive it down. Inhale for length. Plant your palms, step, hop, float. Move it through vinyasa. And we'll meet in the dog. Left leg breathes in. Step your left foot through. Back heel down, rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, peaceful into triangle. Dock your left hip back, reach to the fingertips. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. So keep a little micro bend in your left knee, lifting your left calf. And reach that right arm overhead. Gazing underneath the armpit. And then when you're ready, rebend for peace. Cartwheel your right hand down, underneath the shoulder, back heel lifts. You can spin to the outside edge of your right foot and stack your feet. Vashisthasana, so pick up the hips. Wild thing. Step your left foot back to the top of the mat. And you're gonna reach the left arm forward and open up Ardha Chandrasana. And you might start to float those left fingertips off the mat. Good. Step it into your cosmic with a snap. Inhale, chair. Exhale, cosmic with a snap. Inhale, chair. Now from here, hands are gonna go down. And if you want to take crow, you can. So if you're new to crow, take a look up here. Your hands are going to go right underneath the shoulders. Your elbows are wrapping back. Your knees will come to the backs of your arms, and you'll look forward and see if you can just float those heels up. Yeah, and then from there you can shoot it back. Try to run away, you can step it back. And downward facing dog. Right leg floats up. Bend your right knee, open up through the hip. You're going to slide into fallen triangle. Spin the back heel down. Reach that left arm up. Good. Release your left hand to the mat. Back heel lifts. Bring your right knee to your right wrist and your right foot to your left wrist. And now you're in pigeon. Yeah, so keep the back toes tucked. Make sure that left leg's right behind you. And then you can start to lengthen it long. Point your fingers, or come on your fingertips. And then slowly just start to hinge at the hips and walk yourself down. So you can make a little pillow with your hands and rest your third eye there. I like to make a little tripod, bringing my elbows down, and then you can say a little prayer or a mantra, an affirmation, as you bring your thumbs up to your third eye. So just coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. And give yourself another breath. Exhale, release. And you'll walk yourself up. And you'll sit off into your right hip. Extend your left leg long. Help it along. Right sole of the foot will come in. You'll tent your left fingertips behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Twist from the navel as you hinge and fold forward for Janu Shirshasana. Yeah, so you can maybe rest the cheek to the outside of your thigh. Maybe there's a little micro bend in the left knee to take any unwanted pressure out from the low back. And then you'll roll up. Give yourself a little swirl, right hand down underneath the shoulder, turn your left toes in, pick up your hips for a stargazer, and then lower your hips down. Altar pose, feet out in front of you, hands behind you, crack your heart open. Stick out your tongue, lion's breath, let it go. Lower your hips, cross your ankles, downward facing dog, step it back. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your left knee, open up through your hip. Slide your left shin across the mat. Taking your time, setting yourself up for this left side. Making sure your right leg's behind you. Tent the fingertips. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk it down. Finding that little kickstand. Breathing into the low back ribs. Softening the jaw. And just noticing if there's any tension. The mind happens to wander. Just bring it back to this present moment. Last breath in. Exhale, release. Walk yourself up. Lean off into your left hip. Extend your right leg long. Right sole of the foot comes in. Tent the fingers. Sit up tall. And twist from the navel. Janu Shirshasana. And come all the way back up. Left hand down. Turn your right toes in. Lift your hips up. Lower your hips down. Rebend through the knees, arms reach forward, take a breath. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. That's it. And then walking your knees right up into your chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And you're gonna curl up into a little ball. Bring your knees right up into your chest. Then exhale, side out, Savasana. Walk the shoulders down the back. Take up as much space as you can. And let yourself rest. Let yourself ground into the earth. Let yourself be here for the next couple moments. Fully integrated, fully connected and aligned in your body. Beautiful body. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to move on with your day, wiggle the fingers and the toes. Give yourself a big stretch. And then roll to one side. Pressing down, rocking yourself up. And finding Sukhasana. Hands resting face up on your knees to receive this new energy from your practice. Sitting up tall and knowing that you can come back to this feeling at any time in your day. It's just all about slowing down and connecting, taking a time to listen to what you really need, what your body really needs. Bring your hands to prayer. Namaste.